pretty quick cook actually. Gonna do a little something special with this potato. We got some fresh rosemary, some bacon. Gonna cook a couple of New York strips. Got a pretty good deal on those. Needed some grated cheese, some minced garlic, Far Out Foods Buckin' Barbecue for the steaks. Always a good answer. Gonna make a little compound butter with some oregano, some thyme, some rosemary, a little Cabernet to saute some mushrooms, and we're gonna get this bacon olive oil involved on this baked potato. Should be a good meal. I'll be back as we get a little further along, guys. So we made our compound butter, some herbs and spices, made a few pats to put in the refrigerator till we need them for the steak. We took that potato, baked it. Once it was done, we cleaned everything out of the skin, oiled the skin with some bacon olive oil, and seasoned it with some Montreal steak seasoning. Put everything back in with some cheese, some melted butter, some bacon on top. We got a little surprise for that at the end of the cook. Buckin' Barbecue from Far Out Foods. Really good stuff on New York steaks. We've got them all seasoned up. We are just moments away from putting this on the smoker, and we'll be back. One last minute add-on. We almost forgot the sweet corn. We got a little butter put on there, but we seasoned that up with some Slap Your Mama. It just is amazing flavor on vegetables, corn on the cob, eggs, just amazing stuff. So we are going on the smoker, just a matter of minutes. So everything is on the Pit Boss. And this Pit Boss, I'll tell you, I live at 225. This Pit Boss has no problem whatsoever holding that 225 temp. Quick shout out to Richard Myers, the guru of barbecue. So we're going to bring these New Yorks up to 125 degrees, seasoned with that Far Out Foods Buckin' Barbecue. Potatoes, oh, those are going to be some tasty, tasty taters. A little corn on the cob with some Slap Your Mama. Once we get these to 125, we're going to reverse sear them, bring them up. In New York's, I usually like to bring up to about 140, ribeyes about 137. So we will be back as we get a little closer. We'll check this temp. All right, well, the steaks went a little further than I planned on the temperature. We're shooting for 125. Got just a little bit further ahead of me. So what we're going to do here now, we're going to do a reverse sear. Now at 225, you don't get a lot of fire coming out of that reverse sear, but that's going to work well for me right now. We're going to take the steaks off and turn this up to 350, get some good sear coming out of there. But in the meantime, we're going to take these potatoes and kind of crisp that skin up a little bit while we're waiting for that flame to come up high enough to do some searing. I think that should give me a nice crispiness to those skins. So you can see in the film there that the pot is starting to get a real high flame. And when it gets up to temp, it'll go really high out of there. We'll just do a real fast sear on those on the New Yorks. Bring them up to the temp we're looking for. In the meantime, we'll let that get a little crispy. So it's been about 3 or 4 minutes now. We're getting a nice charcoal on the back of those skins. This should be about right. As you can see, that flame got a lot bigger now that we're getting up to temperature. So we're just going to give these a quick sear, get them up to 140, 142, somewhere in that range. And we should be ready to eat. Cheers, everybody. As you can see, when that sear flame broil starts working, you can get a real nice sear out of this. We put some garlic bread on. These are coming along just perfectly. We should be approaching temp as we speak. I'm going to get these off of here and get them in the house. Okay, steaks are off the smoker. They look pretty good. We took them up. Actually, it ended up being about 143 when they came off. So we're just going to cut into this. We got the compound butter on. Oh, that's like butter. That's the way I like my New Yorks. A little more done than the ribeyes, and it definitely has a great flavor to it with this Far Out Foods Buckin' Barbecue. Good eating, y'all. We're going to transfer this to the plate and get busy. And there we have it, guys. I think everything turned out pretty damn good. Steak is exactly where I wanted it. Corn on the cob. Those potatoes are going to be so good. Garlic bread. Cold Corona. It's good to be me. Good eating, guys.